Alright, so what's up everybody, it's your boy Jason 4, and as you may or may not know, I'm an avid Toga Himiko fan. I got Toga posters, I got a Toga mask, I got Toga secretly in my wallet as a picture. I'm basically Captain Toga Himiko. So, when I see things for Toga in the My Hero manga, you know I gotta jump on that train when it comes to that. And when it comes to things like, I don't know, Toga could potentially die in the next couple of chapters, I kind of have to talk about it. Mainly because if something happens to my bae, I'm going to be running around with my scissor blade that I slept with Ryuko to get. The main point of this is, Toga is losing her actual mind. She is not really the same Toga that we've seen from the first time she made her debut and all those times prior. No, she's changed. She changed the game now, mainly because her mental state is not where it's supposed to be. And to be honest, I kind of blame her parents. Usually the problem always starts at home. There's a reason why I say this. For instance, when she first realizing what her quirk could actually do, sadly her parents wasn't really all that for like spending time with her for the children, because if that was the case, I'm pretty sure Toga wouldn't be a murderer or even lean on the league to even be in the same situation she's in now. Mainly because her parents were always like rich and stuck up and well-disciplined people. Toga didn't follow that route. Obviously, if you would just taught her how things work for a minute and actually spend time with your daughter, maybe things wouldn't have turned out the way it did. For instance, killing the person that she liked in her middle school. And that's what led her down the road to villainy, where she really belonged nowhere except the League of Villains. So, with that in mind, Toga joined the league and pretty much everything was all set in stone. And then that's where she met Deku and Ochako in that little training camp part. You know, everyone see that she's like a yandere girl. Yeah, big whoop, who cares? Yandere's ain't nothing special. Shion Sonozaki came before you, so did Yuno Gasai. You ain't nothing new. But I think Horikoshi is now changing the ballpark here, because mainly I don't really see that yandere Toga anymore. Ever since I started watching and reading the new chapters, that Toga doesn't feel like she even exists anymore. And all that started with the change of, well, Big Sis Mag getting killed by Overhaul. Because let's be honest, in that entire band of villains that's with Toga, she only really has two friends, Big Sis Mag and Twice. And since Big Sis Mag is dead, that kind of drove her a little over the edge, just a little bit. Because if you realize, Toga did say she wants to kill him, and that's something that we haven't really seen, like a serious side of Toga and for like a while. She only brought it up once, but never really was utilized in any sort of way. So when they teamed up with Overhaul and screwed them over, basically, that was kind of like a little Toga revenge thing, even though the league was probably planning that for like a little while now. But still, it was like a little revenge for Big Sis Mag, and basically she kind of started calming down a bit and everything is going up Toga. And you know, it's not that bad, and it's not that hard to believe that she would go under some kind of mental stress because of losing somebody. Anybody would. So with that being said, now let's get to the current part of the manga where we are, which is Toga losing her mind. And sadly, this has to do because of now Twice is gone. So, and Hawks murked the hell out of him. And I'll be honest, I'm not really big of a Twice fan, but Twice was like a Deadpool character who was seemingly entertaining, who had a tragic backstory of not knowing if he was really the real deal. And honestly, he just wanted friends and a place to belong as well. And honestly, I can understand that. But, and it sucks that Twice didn't really get the right way. I feel like Twice didn't get the right ending he should have deserved, but he did end up getting that place where he belonged and making some friends. So all the power to him. But after Twice dies, there's not really much holding Toga together now. She's gone mental. She's gone way more mental than your dad effing your mom. Whoa! So basically, Toga's not in the best of places right now, and honestly, this shot right here, this scares me because one, Mr. Compress already said that she's basically on a suicide mission. Basically, Toga doesn't care about her life anymore, and she could die and she could care less. But the thing is, I kind of don't want that. Like, let's be honest, Toga has killed a lot of people. There's a lot of things that she needs to take, like, actual consequences for and take the right punishment. But at the same time, I don't want Toga to die. Like, if Toga dies, I drop this anime completely. But like, if Toga just dies, it doesn't really feel right. I mean, especially if she dies like maybe in the next couple of chapters, like that wouldn't really fit right with me. Maybe you could just get Deku and Ochako to just pretend to be her friend or whatever, and then maybe then you can just apply what they know to her and then try to just keep her sane. Maybe that's something they could do if they decide to reform her or whatever. That could be a positive. And then maybe later she could get into Hero Society even though she might be judged. Or she could either escape and just take different forms of people that she already has seen the blood of. Or she could die, which is the last possible result I want to go to. But really, there's not really much holding Toga together. Like, a lot of her mental state was not perfect already. And when losing Vixus and Mag was just like a little foreshadowing of it, and then losing twice is like a big not a good sign moment. And honestly, there's not really much holding Toga together. Like, she's just doing this because she wants to avenge. She wants to freaking like make her life her own and literally not care about anything else, even if it means destroying the entire world with Shigaraki. So that's kind of my take on Toga. I really hope she doesn't die because that's gonna suck. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. How do you guys feel about Toga, by the way? Let me know in the comments. Do y'all like Toga or not? And if so, what would you hope to happen to her in the later chapters? And until then, this has been your boy Jay, signing off. Have a blessed day. Please, Toga, don't die.